Hot Toys is continuing to go pretty hard into the Predator Badlands line, honestly, quite surprisingly, because the movie itself, it was entertaining. I did enjoy it when I watched it, but then again, I don't know, does a lot of people still care about it as much to actually buy all these figures? It's really cool they're going deep in the line. I do really like that. But at the same time, seeing this one's a bit less exciting to me, but at the same time, it was one I kind of predicted was going to be coming. So let's take a look at Thia and Bud. And also, not gonna lie, I guess Bud is gonna start to become like the Grogu of Predator figures, because I think there's 2 ways to get them now. And also Thia, you know, maybe both of them, you know, it's like 2 Grogu type things, because Thia and Bud you can get in other figure packs, which we'll talk about near the end. But this one does look really, really good because it's their looks from like the end of the movie. You can see the raincoats, but that's not really their look. So yeah, we'll get into it. You can kind of see the look right there. So Thia and Bud, up on Sideshow at least, are $270. So honestly, not too bad for a 2-pack, but then again, they don't come with a whole lot. The base does look kind of cool though, and they're pretty basic, so that price point makes sense, especially because they already kind of have the mold for Thia down. The head sculpt and everything, it's literally the same head sculpt as they did with the Deck and Thia 2-pack or 1.5-pack type thing, because she was cut in half. And it's the same sculpt for Bud as they did with that Deck in his whole organic Predator armor look. So likeness wise, of course, to me, it looks pretty good. You can basically see the actress right there. Looks just like her in my opinion. But like I said, it's the same head sculpt as the first one. So the first time around, I said it looked pretty good, and it looks pretty good here. Here you can see there's Deck and his like organic look right there in the back. So now you can have all 3 of them kind of like this. Except if you want that look, you're going to have 2 Buds. So no matter what, if you want to have that end of the movie look, you're going to have 2 Buds. So it would have been cool if they did Deck on his own and then Deck with Bud. And then Thia, they could have just done the 2-pack for her or done like the same thing. But yeah, like I said, either way, 2 Buds if you go for this look. So you can see the kind of the height difference between them. Of course, this is when Thia actually glued her legs back on and she had a full get up, you know, legs working, everything like that. So it looks pretty cool. The trio looks pretty cool there. For me personally, I don't think I'm going to be picking up any of them, because Predator Badlands, like I said, pretty cool looking, or not pretty cool, look, pretty good movie. But at the same time, it's not really my thing to start collecting, but I will say they do look cool next to each other. 2 pairs of interchangeable separate rolling eyeballs, regular and Wayland's Yotani logo. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. So you can see like the base wise, you get these swap out eyes with the W on there, and then the regular eyes. So you can swap them out, probably take the head sculpt off, pop the eyes out, however you're going to end up doing it. They're doing stuff like that for the new sculpted hair Anakin. You get the light side and dark side eyes, so that's also very cool to see. You see all the veins and everything on the outfit, or not the outfit, but the body, and then the head sculpt looks pretty nice. Here you can see they also get raincoats, so get a raincoat for her and Bud, and then bendable wire and hood, so you can actually put it on them, bend it around. It looks kind of cool, but at the same time, I guess for her, I don't know if you would want it on there, because it kind of hides the whole body and everything. And for Bud, you could do that, because for him, if you get the organic looking outfit Predator, then, you know, you need Bud to look different between the 2. And here's the overall shot. So she gets the weapon, she gets to swap out eyes, and of course, rolling eyeballs. They both get a raincoat, shows up close to the outfit. The outfit said it's like an elastic fabric material, so it should hold up long term. Hopefully, you can see the detail right there where she glued herself back on, has a bunch of white goopy looking stuff right there. And the base, I do kind of like the base. It's that kind of new rectangle style that Hot Toys has been doing for some figures. I kind of hope they keep using it for more, because I think they're taking a note out of InArt's category, I guess, because InArt does a lot of those square bases with cool looking designs on the sides and the top. And that's kind of what Hot Toys is starting to do, it looks like. It didn't mention magnets. I don't think it was magnetic, but it has that little crotch grabber on the back. So it does look cool. But there's other Predators out there and a lot more things in the line. So if you do plan on getting a bunch of them, then that's awesome. And I was calling it organic armor, but it's called Bone Bison Armor Deck. So you can see there's Deck and Bud right there. So if you get the end of the movie type looks for Deck and then Thia, then also you get 2 Buds. So you could have Bud in the raincoat right there, or you could have Bud just like that, whichever one you prefer. It's basically the same sculpt. So one of them is going to go back in the box most likely, unless you want 2 Buds just chilling. But I was saying when they first announced this one, I do really like this look. Like, it's a really unique looking look for the Predator. But of course, there's other options if you don't want that one. This one was also $360, so a bit up there in price, but you know, it still looks pretty cool if that's something you want to go for that Predator figure. And of course, Deck and Thea, which honestly, I thought this looked pretty cool at first, like her in the half look, him in this look, but then seeing like the in-game looks, like this right here, her in that outfit, and Bud, I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Would you want this look where she's like half look and then he's like that, or her like ripped in half type look and then he's just in his Predator armor? Or would you rather have like the organic look? Would you rather have her with her legs? And then of course with this one, there's no way to get Bud without getting either another Deck or another Thea. And this one is $405, so it's a bit pricey up there, admittedly. So it's a little pricier, but yeah, it might be worth it. And then if you want to, you could just get Deck on his own. So there is a way to get just Deck, not in his organic look, but you can get this Deck. And then of course you can buy this and then get Thea and Bud. So you can have all three of them without having two Buds, which is nice. But if you go for this look, honestly, you kind of want that Deck because that Deck looks really cool. So it's a bit tricky kind of navigating the Predator Badlands figures, to be honest. And that one's $345, so also pretty up there in the price. And then if you just want to throw it in there, there's Father Predator, Papa Predator right there. He looks really, really cool. A really cool looking Predator design. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you if out of all the Predators and stuff, or all the Predator Badlands figures, you just got him, just have another awesome looking Predator on your shelf, because he's a banger. He looks really cool with like the Elder type look with the white to the dreads, or whatever the heck they call them. And then of course he's $370, so quite a bit up there in price. And obviously, you take that mask off, he looks kind of hideous, but that's pretty much it. So how are you feeling about the Hot Toys Predator Badlands line? They're going pretty deep into it, which is very nice for collectors. Like, are you getting him? Are you getting this look for Deck and the half look for Thea? And are you also getting this look for him and Bud? And then now are you getting this new one? Did you already have one on order? Now you plan on canceling it for, like, if you had this one on order, now you plan on canceling, getting this version and this Thea? Just let me know. Because for me, like I said, I'm not really planning on getting any of the figures from the Predator Badlands line, but I will say they do all look really good, and it's very nice Hot Toys actually going deeper into this line. So hopefully for future stuff, it's always cool when they go like deeper into a line. Because, sometimes they give you one figure and they tease some other figures and then they never do them. So luckily for this, they're actually doing them. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like. Yes, we'll go back to the actual figure we were talking about, and subscribe to the channel for much more content like this. But until next time, stay 6 scale.